karibu mita moja. Kindo ya ndola. Na iko kwa hiyo kambagi ya lela ako kadogo.
The money I gave to my ex.
Imagine training your whole life, winning millions, only to be betrayed by the one person you trusted the most, your spouse. Some of Kenya's top athletes have lost their fortunes, their dignity, and even their lives to love gone wrong. From Joan Rotich, who was duped out of 11 million Kenya shillings, to Pamela Jelimo, whose love story turned into a financial nightmare, and Rebecca Cheptegei, who tragically lost her life in Uganda, these real-life stories will shock you to the core. Stay tuned as we reveal how these champions were manipulated, stolen from, and in the worst cases, silenced forever. Joan Rotich was a highly successful marathoner competing in some of the biggest races, including the Oredo Doha Marathon in Qatar, the Taipei Marathon in China, and the Jakarta Marathon in Indonesia. She brought home millions in prize money, but little did she know the person she loved the most was plotting against her. How was she scammed? It started in 2020. Her boyfriend became slippery with money. He insisted on handling her finances and even registered 2 tour cars under his name. They built a house together, but when the relationship ended, he claimed full ownership.
The total money I've won in those races is almost 11 million. But the money I gave to my ex. I thought this guy loved me. I built a big house. I thought it would be our house, but he took everything.
To make things worse, her sports agent disappeared with her 1.6 million prize money from Qatar. The agent fled to Germany and has since refused to return her cash. Joan is struggling to make ends meet, but she's fighting to reclaim what's hers. Also, for more details, this story was covered earlier here on BNN. Find the video tagged in the beginning of this video. Story 2: Pamela Jelimo, from Olympic glory to heartbreak. Pamela Jelimo, Kenya's golden girl of the 800 meters, became a millionaire at just 17 years old after winning gold at the 2008 Beijing Olympics and sweeping the Golden League jackpot.
Pamela Jelimo, 800 meters here in Hengelo. How did your race go?
I can say it was very bad. The weather is very bad. As for me, I had a lot of stitches.
She fell in love with Peter Kiprono Murray, a man she thought was her soulmate, only to later discover that their relationship was built on lies. He never proposed to her despite them living together for 4 years. She believed they would get married, but he had another hidden family the whole time. After the 2012 London Olympics, she returned home and found him living with another woman and their child. The betrayal led to a court battle over her property after their split, adding even more emotional pain and financial stress. A court battle that was initiated by her ex-husband, Murray. Through an interview with Standard, Pamela later revealed, and I quote, "At some point he even controlled my ATM cards." End of quote. She emphasized she would never share her property with a man who wasn't her husband, nor have children with him, as she and Murray weren't legally married. In an exclusive interview with The Standard, Pamela Jelimo's ex-husband revealed a shocking claim. He alleged that the Olympic champion secretly made investments through lawyers without consulting him, sidelining him from key financial decisions. However, he strongly denied any rumors of infidelity, insisting that those whispers were nothing more than fabrications spread by their enemies. But was there more to the story than meets the eye? This heartbreak shattered her athletics career, leading to mental distress and injuries that ended her dominance on the track.
So there is no point of that. People are asking me, "Pamela, where are you?" Yes, I'm around. Yes, I am a teacher, I am a mother, I'm everywhere. So learn to be patient.
On a light note, where will you go?
Yeah, yes. Maybe today I'll sleep with this medal because it has a meaning in my life.
Rebecca Cheptegei was a rising star in long-distance running, but her life came to a tragic and horrifying end in Uganda. She had been in a relationship with Dixon Ndiema, a man she once loved, but later tried to distance herself from due to constant fights over property. Unfortunately, this decision would cost her everything. On September 1st, 2024, Rebecca and Dixon got into an argument over land in Uganda. In a shocking act of revenge, Dixon poured petrol over her and set her on fire. 80% of her body was burnt. She fought for her life in the hospital but died on September 5th, 2024. Dixon himself suffered severe burns and died 4 days later. Rebecca's murder sent shockwaves across the athletics community, highlighting the deadly consequences of love and money gone wrong. Story 4. Njeri, a murder plot uncovered. Njeri, a former professional runner turned nurse in Canada, was shocked to discover that her husband had allegedly hired hitmen to kill her. She traveled to Kenya in November 2023 and was picked up at the airport by 2 men. The men, posing as taxi drivers, later confessed that her husband had paid them to kill her and dispose her body. Njeri and her husband were once a power couple in the world of athletics. After a decade-long career, Lucy relocated to Canada in 2014 to join her husband, hoping to build a future together. But behind closed doors, their marriage took a dark turn, one that would later unravel into a chilling murder-for-hire plot.
Lucy Njeri, just in, she was our champ last year.
I'm from Central Kenya. I do training in Scarborough here in Toronto. I have been here for 3 weeks now.
According to an article written by Nation, the couple had no children, and in 2019 they made a bold decision, splitting their wealth equally between their respective families. But was this agreement as solid as it seemed? In a move that would later raise eyebrows, Lucy made a brief visit to Mexico to see her brother-in-law. The exact purpose of this visit remains unclear, but soon after, she traveled to Kenya, her usual vacation destination and a place where she intended to finalize the transfer of property to her family. With her, she carried title deeds, a detail that would soon become a matter of life and death. But her husband wasn't convinced that Lucy was sticking to their 50-50 agreement. In a leaked phone call, he allegedly expressed suspicions that she had her own agenda when it came to dividing their wealth.
Hiyo ya green, hiyo simu ya green usitoke Nairobi, hiyo ndio anatumianga. Hizo nyingine ni mpya, lazima kadi. Hapo na karibu mita 1. Kindole ya ndola. Na iko kwa hiyo kambagi ya reda ako kadogo. Hiyo pesa. Uniwekea hivyo. Kuna documents ziko kwa hizo mabox ambayo ametupa.
Ziko hapo pale hamjui.
Na tujui ni ngapi mkutuka zimefichwa. Unajua tumeng'ang'ana sana. Kidapo tufikia hapa, si kitu mzuri.
Ni kweli.
Ni vile ukiwa mwanaume unacheza game yako pole pole.
Ni kweli.
So, nitahitaji tutakuja kuchukua hizo vitu na ndugu yangu. Sababu hatujui ni nini ametubebea. Walikuwa nakaa na ndugu yangu mbele na zile vitu alibeba kutoka kwa ndugu yangu zikukupa.
Alikokoboa na ndugu yako?
Kitambo akunje kwangu alikuwa anakaa Mexico. Wakati ndugu yangu alikunja Mexico, akamwachia nyumba ya Mexico, akakuja Canada. Ni bibi yangu. Ndio kuna document hizo na akanga amejifanyia huwezi ona.
Ni kweli.
Ni kuna mambo mingi sana, so tunataka hizo vitu zote
Then came the shocking betrayal. Upon arrival in Kenya, Lucy found herself trapped in a nightmare, ambushed by hitmen who chillingly claimed they had been hired by her husband. The price on her head, 1 million Kenya shillings. But Lucy wasn't ready to die. Thinking fast, she began negotiating with the very men sent to kill her. In a turning twist, the hitmen revealed that her husband had told them she had title deeds, and hidden fortune of $1 million. Realizing she was worth more alive, they offered her a deadly deal: pay them 2 million Kenya shillings and they would let her walk away. When she confronted her husband, he denied it, claiming the men were trying to extort her. The Canadian government stepped in to investigate, while Lucy was granted restraining orders for her safety. She has since filed for divorce from her estranged husband. These stories prove that love can be a double-edged sword, especially for athletes who achieve financial success at a young age. Joan Rotich lost her fortune to a lying boyfriend and an agent who fled with her money. Pamela Jelimo suffered heartbreak, financial manipulation, and career-ending distress. Rebecca Cheptegei lost her life to a jealous and vengeful ex. Njeri barely escaped a murder plot orchestrated by her own husband. To all young athletes and successful women out there, be careful who you trust because not everyone cheering for you wants to see you win. What do you think about these shocking betrayals? Have you heard of similar cases? Leave a comment below and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more real-life stories.
Yes, you need to be patient. Let these athletes remain clean. Run clean and you'll be successful. There is no point for you to be coerced. Maybe you are introduced to drugs, maybe it will affect you. It may cost you a life also. Run clean.